looking to the left. Look out that left side. Always looking. Where do you want to go next here? It's like a big old trailer behind you. Look out that driver's side. Gather that information. Your wheel's straight. Let's look right. Where do you got to go next? Good. Look out the passenger side now. Come on up, Dory. Your wheel's straight. Where's next? Perfect. Look out that driver's side now. Always stay a step or two ahead of the game here. That's how you're going to execute the line out on track anywhere you go. That's how you're going to be able to go to any individual track and be able to learn the course within a couple laps. It's just where you're looking. I got to say right there, Chad, that is a beautiful, beautiful example. Great first run here. Head right to the back of the line here. Dory, if you're recording on that PDR here, go ahead and get started looking to the left side. There you go. All right. Start looking where you got to go next. Always thinking, where do I need this car to end up here? Is the wheel straight? Let's start looking right. Beautiful. Look out that passenger side. George, come on up. You got that info. Your wheel straight. Next step. Where do you got to go? Beautiful. Beautiful. Look out that driver's side now. That gives you all your information. Transition your head to the passenger side, and that's how you do it. One more here. I'm going to leave you to it here. I'm happy with that, Dory. Take your way to the back of the line. Excellent job, sir. George, if you're recording on that PDR, please go ahead and get started. Looking out that left. Now remember, we got to start looking for that next turning cone right now. Start looking soon. I haven't called you up there yet, Ali. Start looking to the right-hand side here. That wheel straight or looking. Where do you got to go next? All right, now make your way to the starting line here. You're good to go. Look out that passenger side here. Got all that information. Turning that head to the left-hand side. Turning just a touch early right there. Turning about 7 feet later. So stand to the right here. Again, turning about 7 feet later here. Perfect adjustment. Perfect adjustment. Got one final corner here. I'll leave you to it. You guys are doing a great job so far. Really, really impressed with everything I see. Ali, you're recording on that PDR? Go ahead and get started. Looking left, man. You already know you're going to make it to that turning cone. Look where you've got to end up. What's that next step? Where do you need to place that vehicle now, Ali? Y'all remember, wait for myself or a Mariah to either wave you or call you on up before you roll on up here, okay? Again, there's an impact zone right there. Look out that passenger side here, Ali. Where do you got to go next? All right, stop right there. You almost made that mistake, right? You almost made that mistake of looking at that orange cone that you're going around a little too long, and you see you started to point toward that apex rather than the turning cone. So that's where we're going through that mid-corner, and we can't just stare at that one individual step. We got to be looking a few steps ahead here. You caught yourself pretty early, so go ahead and continue here, okay? That's the whole purpose of this exercise. Looking to the left here. All right, find that next turning cone now. Gotta look far. All right, scanning right. Again, always looking where you gotta go next. We'll turn a bit later than that next time, okay? Turn about 10 feet later. And again, get closer to those apex cones. Get right next to them. You knock it down, you knock it down. Who cares? The cone's not gonna hurt the car. That last corner was pretty good. So a couple things. We just gotta train our vision to stay a couple steps ahead of the game. Utilize more of your peripheral vision and get closer to those apex cones for me next time, okay? Make sure you're literally half an inch from it. All right, you ready to go here, Dan? Looking to the left side. Let's go ahead and roll. Scanning left here. There you go. What's next? Where do you need this car to go? All right, you're headed straight. Let's go ahead and look where we got to go next. Looking at that turning cone just a little too aggressively here. Once you know that wheel's straight, look for that next step. Commit that vision, start looking where you got to go next every single time. Great setup there. Looking left now. That wheel's dead straight, so just look where you got to go next here. Better. Good job. You can come on up here, Dave. Look out that driver's side here. We'll go ahead and straighten that wheel. Eyes looking to the right. There you go. Good job. Looking out the passenger side now. Make that apex. We'll look to the left here. Always staying a step or two ahead of the game here. Overall, really solid job here, Dan. Make your way to the back of the line. Dave, you can go ahead and get started here. All right, I'm going to stop right there. The reason why, I saw where those guys were looking. They were looking a little bit to the right to that blue turning cone. You know that song by White Snake? What is it? I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. Well, you already know you're going to make it there. Look next. Go ahead and get started here. Look left. Focus on the next step, not where we're already going, not where we've already been. Where you got to go next here. Look out that driver's side. There you go. Straighten that wheel. Look right. What's next? Beautiful. All right, coming up here, Chaz, place that car in park when you get here. Excellent job, Dave. Looking left. Where's that next step there? Beautiful. Got to find that turning cone now. Get all that information and stand to the right. You're doing excellent, man. Keep it up. Excellent. One more. I'll leave you to it. Dave, you executed that beautifully, man. Right to the back of the line. But now we're going to change it up a little bit here. We're going to have a little fun. Notice how I'm never telling anybody to look out the windshield, right? Has anybody noticed that? I'm telling you, look left, look right. Have I ever said look straight? No, I haven't. So we're going to really exaggerate that. Take one of these sunshades, put it up on your windshield. And maybe where you have to look solely out your driver and passenger side. Now look, this seems a lot more difficult than it actually is. If you get your vision in the right place, you're always staying those step or two ahead. This is easy. If we start looking at one individual thing and keep our eyes locked on one individual spot for too long a period of time, that's when this all goes awry. So this is going to really train your vision, utilizing your peripheral, looking ahead, and seeing those next steps here. Chaz, I bet you can't even see that blue turning cone, huh? No, you can't. So you got to look left. You got to use your apex now as your marker. You don't have to look through the corner. Go ahead and get started. Look to your left now. Keep that wheel straight. Be patient. Get to the line of cones. Then turn the wheel. What's next? You got to find it now. Scanning right. Be patient. So stop right there. So right there, we turned it pretty early right there. I'd say a good, 20 feet early right there. So we started looking right, and the second that we caught a glimpse of that apex cone, we just said, we're turning. Patient. Get to the line of cones. Line up that right front or that left front. Do that apex cone. They're parallel to each other. Then begin that turning. All right, go ahead and continue. Looking right. Go ahead and place that car in park with me there, Dory. There you go. Let's go ahead and just step back up. Looking left. Be patient. Keep that wheel dead straight until you're at the line of cones. Way better. Look out the driver's side. Excellent. Standing right. Patient. Beautiful. Look out that passenger side now. Gather the info now. Place the car. Trust where you placed it. Look left. That was a little early right there, okay? So again, we don't want to just look and start turning the second that we see something. Be patient. Get the timing right. Really look through. How am I going to take this array of corners and create the longest straightaways possible? Drop that sunshade for me now. I want to make sure you see out that windshield now, okay? All right, Dory. Now, this is pretty weird for you, huh? Got sunshade up on that windshield now. You can't see. You've never done this before, right? All right. That's probably a good thing. Go ahead and get started. Looking left. Be patient. Get to the line of cones. Turn slowly. Look out that driver's side. Gather the info now. All right, you're straight. Looking right. Trust where you placed it. Get a cone here. I do not care. Look out that passenger side. You can come on up here, George. Place the car in park when you get here. Looking to the left side here. Excellent. Excellent. Look out that driver's side. Yeah, you tap the cone, you hit it in the right place. I don't care. Looking right. Beautiful. One more here, Dory. I'm going to leave you to it. You're absolutely crushing it. Go ahead, Dory. Make your way to the back of the line here. Drop that sunshade here as you make that apex, all right? Now, did you hit a couple turning cones? Yeah. That's the 5% of information you're going to get out that windshield. Big deal. So what? You barely tapped them. You hit them in the right place. You tried to get as close as you could. You misjudged it by an inch or two. Big deal. All in all, your scanning was correct. Your turn-ins were correct. Your apexes were correct. All the important stuff was right. So, folks, that was a great run. Even though he tapped a couple cones, that is exactly what I was looking for. So, again, not the end of the world. Don't let that scare you. All right, let me go ahead and get a little bit over this way here. You got blindfolds and all. I don't want to get run over today. It's Friday, not a Tuesday. I say you can run over for Tuesdays. Go ahead. Have some fun here, George. Look at left. All right, where's that next step? Where do you got to go next? Look at the right here. That wheel straight. Cross where you place it. Keep that wheel dead straight so you're at the line of cones. Patient. That's pretty good. Look out that driver's passenger side now. Ali, come on up. Place that car park when you get here. All right, and George, you're looking left now. Patient. Good. Very good. Look out that driver's side.
How we doing?
Good. Thanks for all your help. Learning a lot.
You ever driven the car with this in?
No.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear. You will today.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have fun.
Thank you.
All right, George, make that apex and then drop that sunshade here. That was outstanding. I have nothing to say about that. Beautifully, beautifully done. Go right ahead here, Ali. Look at to the left side. You can't even see that blue turning cone. Stop right there. Stop right there. Why is that steering wheel turned all the way to the left? Straighten it. Be patient. Trust your vision. You're not going to hit anything. Look at the left. Stop. You're turning again. Man, stop right there, Ali. All right. I'm going to have you back up. Turn that wheel to the left as you back up slightly. A little bit left. There you go. Straighten it. A little left again. Straight. Back it up again. All the way back so you're in line with those green cones again. We're going to try that again, okay? So immediately right now, you're having a really hard time right now turning with your eyes. You started looking for that apex to the left. That wheel was 90 degrees left before you even took off. Keep that wheel. You see that little center marker on your steering wheel? Get yourself lined up with that going on the left. Get the front end lined up with it. That marker right there stays perfectly upright until you're there. Be patient. Go ahead and get started. Let's try again. Don't turn it. Keep it straight. Relax those hands. Use your vision. Alright, so we got veered off a little bit there. Let's look out the driver's side now. Get down to that apex. Now straighten the wheel, look right, keep it dead straight until you're at the line of cones. Don't turn it even a millimeter. Nope, good, stop right there. So we turned it well before we got to the line of cones. Now you're at it. So where you see right here, it didn't come on up here, Dan. Where you see it right here, that's when you begin your turning. Try it again, look right. You got this. Where do you got to go next here, Ali? You've got to find that right now. Place that park there, Dan. Thank you. All right, look left. Keep that steering wheel dead straight. No need to make a bunch of shimmy-shammy moves. Just keep it straight. Be patient. Turn in now. There you go. Look out the driver's side. Relax those hands. Look right. Wheel straight. Stay nice and loose. Let your vision do the talking. That was excellent. That corner right there, Ali, was absolutely excellent. Let's do that again. Get nice and close to that apex. Straighten the wheel. Look left. Separate your hands and your eyes. Be patient. Look left. Don't worry about where you're already going. Because you see now, we got way far away from it. So I think the biggest thing right there, Ali, you're just doing it to hit the cones, man. And right here in this exercise, you don't need to worry about that. You just want the top one. It's no big deal. Drop that first day here. We'll work on that vision as we go more throughout these 2 days, all right? I know it can be tricky to really keep your brain looking several steps ahead. So we'll keep working on that. Overall, solid. Go ahead, Dan. Look at left. There you go. Be patient with the steering. Separate your hands and eyes. There you go. Where's next? Where do you need to place that vehicle here? All right. Trust where you place it. Look right. Don't worry about where you're going. Look where you need to go. Focus on where you need to go, not where you're already going. So see right there, go ahead and come to a stop. So we actually turned in a little late right there. And why? We were too busy looking out to the left, making sure we didn't hit that turning cone, rather than looking to the right of where we need to go next. Like I said, you hit one of these turning cones, man, I don't care. Get that wheel straight, trust where you place it, look where you're at next step. Let's go ahead and work on that, looking right. Where do you need this vehicle to end up? Where do you need to place that car? What's that next step? Excellent. Now, Dan, that wheel's straight, so look to the left. Look for that apex. Look through the corner. That's where your information's going to be, not at that turning cone. There you go. That's better. Look out that driver's side now. Get the information now. Straighten that wheel. Scan right. Focus on the next step. Focus on where you need the car to go. That was good. That was really good. Look out the passenger side here. Do it again. Got that information now. As we're straightening that wheel, we're tilting that head to the left and looking through the corner, looking through that next step. Your information is going to be all the way through the turn, not at just a turning cone, okay? Overall, that was really, really solid here. Let's go ahead and get you to the back of the line here. And Dave, that's right. I had to get my name sheet flipped the right way. Go right ahead. Look to the left side, sir. Look for that turning cone. Look for that apex here. Look for all your next steps. Look for everything. Out that driver's side. Where do you need to place this vehicle up next? All right, straighten it out. Looking right. Separate those hands and eyes. This is really good so far. Turn in 5 feet later for me. Look out that passenger side. You can come on up to your cab. Straighten that wheel, looking left, try to turn it 5 feet.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was perfect. Let's do that again for the rest of them. That was a beautiful adjustment. Looking right. There you go. Go ahead and make that apex there. One more. I'll leave you to it. Dave, beautifully done. Make that apex, drop that sunshade, make your way to the back of the line. Folks, we're going to do this one more time with the sunshade back. Now, that doesn't mean start staring out your windshield again. Again, always keeping that head moving, always looking for those next steps, utilizing your peripheral vision, utilizing that next step, looking through the corner, all the way through the apex, all the way to the next turning cone. This is something that we got to do multiple things at once. There are plenty of things in life that we can do one thing at a time. Plenty of things. Driving on track is not one of them. So we got to always be thinking several steps ahead here. Chad, let's go ahead and do it. Looking left. If I stay quiet over this radio, that means you're doing it right. You can come on up here, Mr. Dory. Oh, you saw what you did right there. You actually went inside of that cone right there. Go ahead and make your way back around that orange apex right there. And you can see you got yourself a little messed up right there. So that fourth cone, the one you're passing right there directly to your left, you cut inside of that rather than going around that. Everything was really good up until that point, man. So go ahead, back on the line here. All in all, really solid. Dory, let's go ahead and get rolling here. You can come on up here, George. Dory, didn't say a word, man. That was absolutely beautiful. Great scanning. Great turn-in, great apexes. Go ahead, George, looking left. Go on up here, Ollie. Didn't say a word. George, again, phenomenal. Lottie, I can see everybody here learning as you go. Keep up the good work. All right, Ollie, I need you to do me one favor right here, okay? Relax. Relax those hands. Even that looks tense. Nice and loose. Look ahead. Let your eyes do the talking. Nice and easy, nice and smooth with everything, okay? Go ahead and get started. Looking left. Separate your hands and eyes here. Really work on that. Look further out your driver and passenger side through the mid-corner. So right here, look out the passenger side now. Look way out there. And you see that gives you more information. Now turn in here about 10 feet later. Wait, be patient. See how you're going to turn it a little early, and then go ahead, stop right there. Stop right there. Now take a look. Notice how the nose of the car is more pointed at the next apex rather than the turn-in. So what's going to happen now is that you're going to go down the straightaway. You're still having to turn to the right. You know what that is? That's scrubbing speed. That's slower. So turn in later, be patient, so you're pointed straight from that apex to your next turn-in. Try this on the next one. Stand to the right. Let's wait. Be patient. How are you going to create the longest straightaway possible here? Be continuous with the wheel. Get down to it. And now stop right there. Notice how much more straightaway you just gave yourself. You know what that means? More time on the front pedal. Go ahead, finish up the exercise here. Looking left. Really nicely done there. Really nicely done. Made those couple little adjustments right there, and I can tell every single run you're doing out there, Ollie, you're getting better and better. Nice job. Come on up, Dan. I forgot to call you on up. Just do me a favor, come to a quick stop to that start line there. Looks like a stop to me. Go ahead. Looking left. Come on up here, Mr. Dave. Dad, I'm not saying a word, man. You're doing great. Keep it up. You're doing excellent. Make your way right to the back of the line. That was outstanding. Dave, go right ahead. All right, and then Chaz, just stay put right where you are, all right? This will be our last run. Look left. There you go. Try to scan for that next apex a little sooner. Like right now. Look for it. There you go. All right. Give me 1 second, folks. Everybody, phenomenal job. Go ahead and follow my grade 68 here, Chaz. Everybody else follow that car in front of you. And look, you make sure you guys didn't feel like you got that exercise on point, right? Everyone has a various experience level. Everyone has a various, have it that they got a break, and sometimes it's harder than others. And that's okay, because all I saw right there was every one of you learning, improving, and getting better every single run. So that's all we're looking for, right? Don't think about if you're like, top in class right here. You don't get an award for it. Just focus on making sure that you're out there learning, having a good time, enjoying your car, and you get to be a safer driver at the end of the day. But really nice job, everyone. So Chad, Dory, and George are going to stay behind my gray 68 in the left lane. And then I'm going to have Ali, Sam, and Dave, you'll park behind that gray 79 to the right. And then, folks, once we all get these vehicles stopped here, do me a favor, everyone. We'll place the vehicle in park. Stop recording on your VDR. After you stop recording on the VDR,